Now on four. Throughout the past 5 months, families across the country have been forced to deal with a heartbreaking reality. They're not able to see or touch their elderly family members living in assisted care facilities. Tonight, News 4's Chris Miller shows us what that reality looks like for one mid-state family and why they're calling for change.
Sometimes she's in a good place, and she's responsive, and sometimes she's not.
This is Steve Johnson visiting his mother through the window of her assisted care facility in Hermitage.
You know, you have to kind of get her attention and wave to her. Hello there.
His mother has Alzheimer's and she's unable to communicate on the phone.
And so she's looking at us right now, and some days she'll smile, sometimes she'll even laugh. Hello.
It's been 5 months since Steve has hugged his mother or even held her hand.
The memory of a person with Alzheimer's, they depend on what's familiar. Touching them, that's familiar.
Hello.
It's this lack of physical touch that he believes has led to his mother's condition to get worse. And his father's too.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
You want to go ahead and have a seat?
You yell at the window, or, we've gotten used to using a phone now and talking to my dad, at least on the phone.
Steve says the hardest thing is seeing his parents' health decline in front of him and not being able to do anything about it.
The elderly don't have a voice in this, and they're suffering more than anyone.
Steve has been reaching out to the governor's office, state lawmakers, and the mayor, pleading for someone to make a change. And he's urging others in this position to do the same.
It's gone silent. It's almost like everyone's gotten accustomed to this, and we can't.
Wanda Palumbo is the director of this facility, and she agrees.
I will be thrilled to have the immediate families coming back and able to be with their loved ones. And they're not asking anything that it is not unreasonable.
She's working to balance those critical human needs with the need to protect a population that is very at risk.
How do I take care of my families and how do I take care of my residents? And having their visits and their human contact is so important. It's part of their dignity that they require.
For now, this facility and others across the country are following state and local guidelines. Steve hopes that will change before his parents get worse.
There are plenty of people who are considered essential that get to go in. Immediate family to me are essential.
Chris Miller, News 4 Nashville.
So many families feel the same way. Then you add something like being hard of hearing to that, and you're trying to communicate on a telephone via the window, and our hearts are just out to everybody going through this difficult chapter.
Well, really, the window on the world with people trapped inside by this pandemic looks gloomy indeed. Hopefully, something can happen and change that so people can be back together again, because people need people.